What's up, my Mountain Rebuild Warriors? We have a great game on tap for you today. It's the Bengals rebuild. We're rebuilding 8 teams in a league called franchises, 8 franchise-focused teams. We control the Bengals in the AFC North Division. And coming up a loss against the Browns last week, uh, the Browns are Joe Burrow's kryptonite, I think. He has a hard time beating them, and he didn't beat them twice this season. But I think Joe Burrow is also the Chiefs' kryptonite. And Joe Burrow is a big game hunter, so he has a big game on tap today. And the Bengals need to win desperately to keep pace with the Ravens and Browns for both the wild card and the AFC North division. Let's take a look at who we are missing because it's a good amount. We're missing our right side of our offensive line still, Orlando Brown, Alex Kappa, and then our starting rookie tight end, Aronde Gadsden the second. He was having a decent year, and unfortunately, he is hurt. He's out one more game. And then let's look at who is starting. Joe Burrow up to a 98 with boost. Joe Mixon, of course, still here. Jamar Chase and Romo Dunes. Romo Dunes was the Bengals' top draft pick. And they also got Johnny Wilson, who needs to be moved up. For some reason, Madden keeps moving him back. He's not supposed to be back. They just got back Charlie Jones. That's why. The return man, and of course, Iosovas, I think is how you say his name. So that means Irv Smith has to start. Austin Hooper, Alex Williams. They got Tyron Smith in free agency. They drafted Troy Fatanu out of Washington. They signed Connor Williams. Volson as a start right now, along with Juwan James at left tackle. Miles Murphy, he's starting and he's now up to a superstar, I believe. Trey Hendrickson, DJ Raiders was kept on the franchise tag. That's why T. Higgins is no longer here. Barrett Carter is a great linebacker. He's up to a star dev. He's also their pass rush specialist, and he is great. He's one of the best. I think he's a leading rookie in sacks. Logan Wilson's doing very well. Jermaine Pratt. They got speed at their linebackers, man. They got speed everywhere on their defense. Woozy's still here, but his probably his last year. Cam Taylor Britt, TJ Turner picked up Levi Wallace in free agency, just on the scrappy. Daxon Hill, he's a superstar. Jordan Battle, star, and then of course McPherson, and they picked up Towns, and so that is the squad. Schedule. The schedule. They lost to the Chargers, and they got on a really nice uh, winning streak after that, but not so good after the bye. They have me thinking playbook change. They've not been great after the bye. So they got to finish strong. I mean, they could beat the Chiefs. They got 1, 2, 3. They can go 3-2 to end the season. I think that's good enough for the playoffs, possibly. I don't know, but the AFC is really, really tough. And then stats wise, Burrow 3,400 yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Mixon's kind of falling off here, but both Chase and Romo Dunes kind of taken from each other. So Johnny Wilson started off really good, and he's kind of faded as Romo Dunes has gotten better. Gatson was a nice security blanket. You can see Logan Wilson's over 100 tackles. Barrett Carr's our leading tackler. Sack artist, along with Miles Murphy right behind him, Trey Hendrickson. So this Bengals team has a high overall. One of the better overalls we have of teams rebuilding. But the record isn't what I think it should be. So let's see if Joe Burrow really is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs kryptonite.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Right to the air is Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Rice. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Chiefs punter now.
Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mixon on the toss right. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And that nearly intercepted.
Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with.
But instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Hooper.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The 42-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The killer here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The Bengals at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now here's Mahomes. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Oh, good move. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now, here come the Bengals. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Mixon.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They shakes him off.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Holding offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and a couple. Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Fights through him. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mixon running wide side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept on jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there are more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Running left, it's Mixon. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Burrow looking to pass, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
McPherson's kick is good, and they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mahomes. Well, ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Pacheco once again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A final shot now for Burrow. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
And a highly disappointing result. I don't know what's wrong with the Bengals. I know they're missing offensive lineman. Tyron Smith now got hurt in that game, but they should have won this game. They should be playing better. Joe Burrow in this offense needs to be fixed. They need a playbook change, or else their season's over because the Jets ain't getting it done. There's some really good games from the Jets playbook, up 300 plus yards earlier in the season, but it's just not what we needed. We exit out of this game, see if not stats, but we get any upgrades at least. Stats sucked. Um, Maybe we can get something fun. Any upgrades? Jackson Carmen? Who's this guy? Don't even know who he is. But he went up to 70 overall. Jordan Battle up to an 82. All right, that's something. You getting anything out of here? I mean, 7-6, one of our best overall teams. This sucks, man. Let's see if we can upgrade our staff a little bit, start building some more players at least. There we go. 2 extra spots. Well, we gotta win out. We gotta end the week or end the season on a stretch here. It's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough. Yeah, guys are just struggling to get anything going here. So, all right. Um, Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Disappointed.